Back, using my slightly crappier camera, but my other one is charging. But this one looks like it's still working okay, so I think I'm gonna go with this. Alright, so today we talked a little bit about a first person controller. It started raining over here, so I decided to stream some more. So that's what I will do. Let's see, my frame rate's kinda. I think it was just having some issues at the beginning, but it looks like we are coming back down. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. Alright, so here, let's go. Um, Unity. Unity is what we're working with. Here we go. So we are on the midst of trying to get our first person controller to work. So third person works fine, or was working fine until I broke a whole bunch of stuff probably. So let's start fixing some stuff. So here's kind of the issue I'm facing. How do I start? Basically, we're going to be using a different animator. We're going to be using a different control script. So I don't know exactly what to do here. I don't know if you can throw the animator on a child and it'll animate its like siblings. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to change the animator controller. That's what I'm working on right now. So alright, if we go here, let's see what some of our errors are. Okay, it says object reference not set to an instance of an object. Okay, that just basically means this tried to run when there was no instance of the object. It's not really telling me which one was it. Was it this animator controller? Is this animator? So I'll have to look at that. And then it says the variable animator of movement first person has not been assigned. And that is true because animator gets assigned on start. And yeah. So we are running into some issues for sure. For sure, for sure. And there's even problems rendering the scene. Okay. Well, I won't argue too much. Let's just figure out what's going on, figure out what's going wrong, and then we're going to just fix it. So, animator stuff. I was trying to do maybe too much with this animator stuff. I am going to delete some of this stuff. Alright, all this animator stuff on enable, I'm deleting. And you too. Okay, but I do want to make sure that you are grabbing the right animator. So if I find the animator, put you as public for now, but I'm going to keep you in the private area. Hit play, go to player, even go to scene view here. Just want to make sure the animator is correct. And yes, animator is this guy. Close that out. Yeah, all you guys should not be anything right now. But when I start you, you should grab your animator. Perfect. Okay, and so if I walk around, everything seems to be working fine. Okay, now, if I hit tab, you're the animator, and look, my controls are still working just fine. Almost just fine. I wonder if I was 0.92, not 1. I don't know. But okay. 1 and -1 seem to be working fine. Just you two seem kind of weird. You should be like 1 and -1. Alright. Anywho's. Yeah. So, okay. Just to reiterate, just so I'm understanding, so everyone's understanding. Right now, game gets enabled. Third person rigid body script stays enabled. This first person script is disabled, but then when I hit tab, this one gets enabled, this one gets disabled, and so that's exactly what we want. So I'm in first person, jumping works fine. I don't like what's happening with all this like animation stuff. Let's go back to third person just for a sec. The third person script. If we figure out all of this stuff, right? Right now all we're saying is rigid body velocity equals animator velocity. Was good for a bit. I don't think I like it though. I'm gonna do what we were doing earlier. And basically, how do I comment? KU? Yeah. Alright. So we got the animator velocity, we got the change in velocity. We can get the delta velocity y. There's this force. We got the mass. We got a max force. Maybe I don't have to enforce the max force. We can do that later. To do enforce max force. All we're going to do is just get the change in velocity and add that force. So that should be fine. That should be the right formulas. It's still really quirky. Why is it really quirky? Delta velocity will be y equals 0. I like that part of it. That's very important for me. Animator velocity minus rigid body velocity. Yeah, that seems cool. Maybe something on these arrows will tell me something. Oh, maybe it's I think I know what it is. The inspector, the nav mesh agent. Maybe this no, that stuff should be fine. Stopping distance is 1. What's this auto braking? What if I stop that? Yeah, definitely like the auto braking. So, I'm really just trying to figure out if the I know the character looks quirky, but I'm trying to figure out if it's everything else that looks quirky. Oh, let's get the rigid body going too. Here we go. Yeah, it's the rigid body, right? Like it's not just the character. Yeah, it's our logic. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Let's check out our animator. Is this third person? Okay. Should turn be able to go beyond 1? I don't think so, right? Alright, let's see where we're doing turn. Turn is about here. We get X and Z. Where do we get move from? Oh yeah, move's gonna be from our nav mesh agent velocity. Turn them out. Yep. And where do we set turn them out? Turn them out is the only time I think we're setting turn them outs in the update, the move update, which is here, and that's the ATAN 2. Wonder if we should just cap it. Equals math f dot clamp, and the value, turn amount, 0, 1. Something like that. Now I'm just kind of thinking it's trying to see what that forward value is. It's like, I don't know. I was hoping I'd be able to see this kind of move around. I mean, I definitely see it here. I just don't see it up here. Wonder why that's the case. So let's see, the turns too. How do we have the turn set up? All the way to 1, right? Yeah, so it should the maximum turn should be 1. Wonder what that is. That weird, I don't even know, the shadow thing that's going way over there. I guess I won't worry about it, but it's kind of weird, right? So it doesn't move forward versus moving forward all the way. Okay. And this is turn right. This is turn left. Yeah, so it's basically a number. At least we got the clamping thing right. I think that should be the case for sure. Okay, so that's working. It's just he's really jittery for some reason. And that might just be something else in my code, and I'll just have to look at it later. Let's get back to the first person. So the first person stuff's actually working, but I want to make it use this animator controller for now, where basically all we have is this like horizontal and vertical movement. Let me change this to this guy. So here's his idle, but you can kind of move forward. Oh, I'm not playing. So definitely play. So somewhere like that, like where he walks and he runs and he strafes, and then he can back up too. But then he's kind of always just looking forward. You see, like he doesn't turn with this one. That's fine. See, he's strafing, strafing, forward, backwards. Cool. So I'm cool with that animation. I just want to assign this animation controller. He's like slowly strafing one way. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you can't really see that, huh? So let me just do the strafing right quick. There he is. There he is. Forward, backwards, and then strafing to the right, diagonal, kind of running, and then all the way to the right, and then to the left. Yeah, cool. All right, you got it. I got it. We're all happy. Yeah, that looks fine. So somehow we gotta assign this first person animator controller and then use it. So let's go back to the scripts. I was really hoping on enable I could do something like that. And maybe I still can. I just need to figure this out. What other scripts we have? We have those two, and then we have the control, right? If I go to player camera, no player, we have this like control toggle, right? So we can enable the controller, but we also need to enable the animator controller. I wonder if I can do that. Yep. So first things first, let's see if we can get the animator. Animator equals whoa, what am I doing here? Yeah, first of all, that was strange. I wasn't doing that correctly. Animator equals get component. I was not thinking. Animator, like that. Oh yeah, we need a field for you, and I'm gonna make you public just for now, so we know what we're dealing with. Yeah, and that's probably why you guys weren't working initially. So what if I made you none for now? None and none. Okay, so that's all none. If I hit play, awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. So I got all the components. Now here's the thing. We're not just going to enable and disable stuff. Animator.runtime animator controller for first person is going to be first person. Oof, this is going to be rough. I think this one is where we're going to need the two controllers. Public animator controller, runtime animator controller is here we go. First person. This is actually not going to be a private. First person animator controller and third person, basically. Third person animator controller. Yeah. So you're truly going to be public variables that I want. Because I got to specify those in the inspector, so I'll let that load up right quick. Do I have to save it? I didn't save it. I got some errors. Why don't you show me the errors? Windows. Where's it view? Call class error list. That's what I want. Yep. Animator. You're not really supposed to do that, is what it's telling me. Please make this first person animator controller. Control copy this. Paste it here. Give me the semicolon. You are going to be third person. So we're changing the animator controller as well. Okay. No errors, so that's good. So now we got the controllers there. Let's do controller first person controller here, third person controller there, so it knows which controller to use. Alright, so moment of truth is if I'm looking at the animator, I hit play. We're on third person. Now we're on first person. Oh, that is pretty nice. So now even the animator controller is getting changed when I change the scripts. And that is what I was trying to do. So that, good. That is great. So now that I have that happening, oh man, I think I'm moving. Oh, that's great. Jump's not working exactly, but the other stuff is seeming just fine. So I kind of move faster left to right than I do like diagonally. Like I feel like when I'm going diagonal, I'm not going as fast for some reason. And that's okay, I guess. Oh, because I'm normalizing it, right? Maybe I shouldn't normalize it. Yeah, so when I normalize it, up, down, left, right works fine, but the diagonals I go slower. Okay, cool. So that really does seem like I'm moving around. Let's see. How do I focus on player? Double click F. Here we go. Oh, if I double click FF, yeah, when you double click F, yeah, there we go. So it's forward, backwards, left, right, diagonal forward, diagonal right. Yeah, let me go ahead and I'm gonna undo the normalize. But yeah, good. He's starting. We're starting the first part of first-person controller. So that's great. So first-person controller. E, O, U. What am I doing? Oh, we're stopping the normalization of it. Alright, so let me close some of this other scripting stuff. I don't need you. Everything's working great, thank you. Let's go to the first person where we're normalizing. I think that's on the move update. Yeah, here we go. I think I'm just going to stop that. Alright, so that's good. Third person movement. Still got to fix some stuff, but I think it's doing well. First person, left, right. Oh my gosh. It's all so slow now. I don't know why. It's just because I stopped normalizing it? So I don't normalize it anymore. If he's walking, we do half speed. I didn't test that out. Oh, I don't even think we have that working. Oh yeah, we do. If your inverse transform direction, I don't know what that does. Transforms a direction from world space to local. Oh, yeah, we do need to do that. Check ground status, handle ground movement. Alright, so extra gravity force, only if you're airborne. So if you're not grounded, you do this. But I don't think we're doing that just yet. But if you are on the ground and you're jumping, you're going to add a new force up. Okay, so that's the last thing I got to see is how are we actually setting this rigid body velocity. That'll be in the animator update, animator move. So all we're doing is, we're just getting the animator. Yeah, so this is where we're going to need the third person stuff one more time. Alright, so here it is. The animator on animator move. I'm going to grab this code just because I think this is going to be better. And then to add the force at the bottom here. So take this line at the bottom. Yeah, something like this should be fine. Okay. Forward, backwards, left. Even diagonally feels pretty good. And I thought we were culling the first person. So if I go to player, camera, oh, culling mask is everything. I just want the player off of there. So when we go to first person, I know what else. Here, you need to be part of the player layer and all your children. There we go. Now we really are first person. Nice. So the last thing we need to do is get him to turn on the mouse, looking around the mouse, right? But he is totally running around the map, which is great. And so it has a little bit of a choppy kind of motion just because it's really using the animation to determine his movement. So like he can't just stop moving one way and move to the other way. Like he has to like transition to the other strafing animation. So pretty cool, I think. Oh yeah, let's see him up here in the scene view. FF. There we go. So here's right, left, forward, backwards, jump, jump, jump. I guess the is grounded thing is not working exactly, but we'll fix that next. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, he just doesn't have a jumping animation. Yeah, we can fix that too. Okay, yeah, we can fix that too. Sweet. Whoa. I love when he like hits something, he like bounces up. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm having a good time. Man, first person's pretty fun. Okay, so we have first person. Now we just want the mouse to kind of make him look around. Look, I'm going to save the scene right quick. And I'll open up a different project. I don't know. Let me just make another project. No, let's just do it here. Do we have standard assets? Alright, characters, first person controller, scripts, head bob, rigid body, first person. I want the mouse look. Maybe that's here. Let me see. Let me just open up the script. Let me just see if it has anything about the mouse. Mouse. Or look. Not really, huh? Maybe it was the head bob script that it was doing everything. Let's see. Original camera position. Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be harder. Because I've never done like a mouse looking script before, so might be a little harder. I wonder if these scripts are on Google too. Like mouse look Unity. Alright, so this is the mouse look script. So I'm just gonna read through it right quick and I'll make it a little bigger. Alright, that should be big enough. Alright, axis equals rotation axis, rotation axis, mouse X and Y. Jeez, I'm already lost at that point. I mean, there's so much, I guess. Rotation X, you say get axis, mouse X, time sensitivity X, time sensitivity Y, clamp angles, minimum X, minimum Y, and maximum X, maximum Y. Oh, I guess, yeah, you can only turn like your head a certain way, I guess. Oh, like in one frame, I guess you can rotate up to 60 degrees. Makes sense. And then all we're doing is angle axis by rotation X and angle axis by rotation Y. I don't know why you just vector left, but negative vector right, that's fine. And then you just change the rotation of the camera. So I'm guessing this is attached to the camera, right? Okay. And if you just have X or if you just have Y, you can just transform it in that. Interesting. Okay. I don't know why you don't just use two if statements, this and then this. Alright, quite honestly, I am petrified by this. I do like the clamp angle function. I'm gonna just copy this. This whole script, I guess. And let's go to, yep, you, scripts, new item. Nope, let's do it in Unity. I don't know why I like to do it in Unity. I just feel better there. We're going to create a new script. Control camera look. Who knows? So we got this guy. I'm going to just paste the code I got earlier. Okay, scary. Rotation axes. Okay, it's enum. So we got 0, 1, and 2. But how do we get axes? I'm not going to worry about this code. Original rotation might be important to this whole thing. Alright, let's figure it out. Rotation axis is equals rotation axis is mouse XY. Oh, it's a property. You can say, hey, I only want to rotate mouse X, mouse Y, or mouse X and Y. So, cool. I like that. Let's just do mouse X for now. Yeah, let's just do mouse X. I like it. I like it a lot. Control camera look. We're going to put it on player camera. And then once I look here on player camera, I'll move my head a little bit. Did I do it? Control player look. Control camera look. There must be some errors or something. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, these, if less than, if greater than, do that. Okay. Can I control KD? Yeah, that looks better. These capital F's I usually use just lowercase f's. Now all this stuff should start popping up on the left hand side. Yeah. So we just need, I'm just going to do mouse X just to see if we can rotate like left and right. Okay, so I got that. So right now there's no player camera because we're on third person mode. Okay, but then if I go here, oh snap. It's totally working. It's just at a weird angle, right? Let me just stop that right now. What if I did mouse X and Y? Yep. Oh, it's so weird though. I mean, it looks like it's kind of working. It's just yeah, it's kind of weird. Okay. And I think that's because player camera is like looking down to begin with. So if I change the rotation of that to, let's say, 0, now you're just looking straight ahead. Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I know there's like a script to lock the mouse. Totally need to do that. Unity lock mouse or something. Set lock cursor, screen lock cursor. Definitely need to do that. Yeah, let's just, I think it's just screen lock cursor. Let's grab that. When we're doing the first person movement stuff, yeah, the camera look, I'm just gonna do you here. On enable, on disable. Here we go. Screen lock. If you're enabled, true. Screen lock equals false. Something like that is obsolete. Use cursor lock states. Okay, I can do that. Cursor.lock state equals true. Cursor.lock state equals false. Oh, is it a function? What do you want? What do you want from me? What kind of value are you? Cursor lock mode. Cursor lock mode dot locked. This is dot none, and you're gonna be dot locked. Alright, so we have it locked or not locked. So here we should be able to move the mouse around and be okay. Then hit tab, the cursor is now locked to the center of the screen, which is great. And yep, that's a first person camera if I knew one. Or at least a look. But it's still gonna kinda be stuck in this direction, I think. Even if I'm looking this way. So think of a tank, I guess. Like this is which way the turret's looking, and my character is only on this axis. It's okay. We'll have to rotate the character based on which way we're looking. And I'm not convinced that I just don't rotate the character instead of the camera. Okay, cool. And then go back to here. Oh, yeah. When we go back to the other mode, I might just want to set destination to wherever I'm at. Cool, so we have something that like we can go to third person, move around, then you hit tab, and now you're in first person mode. Alright, so now we just need to make sure we're rotating the character instead of the camera, so we can definitely do that. So how am I going to do that? I am going to what am I gonna do? I am going to I feel like he just jumps a lot higher. Alright. And maybe he does. I got a player. Oh yeah, there is 2 different jump powers. Need to like I said, we probably need to consolidate this at some point somehow. Everything else seems... Yeah, I don't even want to comment. Nice. Alright. Yep. Yeah, I just want to make it seem like I'm going first person. Left, right. Yeah, dude, it started raining. All my yard work couldn't be done, so I'm just streaming again. And we're working on getting this first person controller working. Okay, the left and the right are off, but that's okay. We'll fix that. Alright, and then you go back to this mode. Yeah, I definitely, right now, what happened when I switched back to third person, it has the old destination, like the last thing I set, so the guy wants to run back to the old destination, so we gotta fix that too. So let's do that. Let's fix the destination. Bum 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 bum. Alright, so cool. You can move forward, backwards. Let's what am I gonna do? Okay, instead of rotating the camera, I definitely want to rotate the player, so let's see if we can do that first. So this cursor stuff is great. Head bob I didn't really use. Rigid body movement, yeah, we just kind of commented all that out a long time ago and never looked at it. Alright, first person. Is this what I'm looking at? No, I need that mouse look. Control. Control. Keyard says, I've just fixed my graphics tablet so it is limited to one screen. It used to cover both of my screens so my workspace was tiny, but now it's big, so hopefully better work. Oh, I get it. So you have like a graphics tablet on your table, and it, like you used to draw on the left side, you used to get your left screen, and on your right side it gets your right screen, but now you just have it to one screen. Yeah, I hope so, man. You see, I'm not an artist, so that stuff, that's kind of over my head. Uh, anyway, cool, dude. What am I thinking? What am I doing? So it's definitely not the camera pan script. It's not the rotate and zoom. It's the camera look script. There we go. So right now this is attached to the player camera. But you see the part that's happening is uh, we are setting the rotation right here. And since we're just going to be using X and Y, I'm going to delete all this checks and everything. We know it's just going to be this code. All this extra else's and stuff we don't need. This is the code that we'll be using. And we don't need all of this because we know which code we'll be using. The sensitivity stuff we'll look into later. So yeah, that's the code we're going to be using. And this is the one I'm kind of worried about right away. This local rotation. So, okay, here we go. Keyard saying, I'm not an artist, but I try my best. My tablet's really old. My parents got it for me for my 15th birthday. I think back when I used to do 2D animations in Flash. How old are you now, Keyard? I'm just curious. Because, man, 15, that was young. That's like half my age. It's less than half my age. But I know you said that was a long time ago, so you're probably like in your 20s right now. Alright, back to what I'm doing. Transform.local rotation, original rotation times Q quaternion times Y quaternion. That seems fine. But I don't want to, this is the part I don't want to do. I want to transform the, yeah, this is where it gets tricky. The X, I do want to transform the, um, you're coming up to 18, you look 20 though. I don't know why you told me that second part, but that's great, man. I'm glad you, 18, man. Are you going to university? Are you gonna work on games? What's your story? Alright, transform.local rotation equals original rotation times x quaternion. So I do think I just want to change the camera in the Y, but I don't think I know this is going to be just a very hacky way to do this, but I'm just getting my parent.local rotation, and I'm going to say original rotation times x quaternion. Oh gosh, I'm probably totally breaking this right now, but let's see. Alright, so I tab up and down, looks up and down. Okay, and you can see in the top my character is rotating. Yeah, not bad at all. Okay, cool. Oh gosh, I moved really fast though. Dun dun. But this is definitely a first-person camera, so that's nice. Wow. Actually didn't think I was going to get to this point ever in my life. Cool. So look, I'm moving around in first person. And do I dig? Oh yes, and I can still dig. And I'm digging just right here in the ground, except the whole camera kind of moves around. I guess that's okay. It's kind of jarring. I don't know if I like digging in the sand in this first person mode. It's super jarring. Alright, so I am running into a problem though. I don't know how I can get to this. Alright, so if I go back to first person mode, the camera up and down looks fine, and the guy rotating looks fine. Forward and backwards looks fine. Now this is what's not working so fine. If I hit left and right, I mean it's working, it's just, how about if I turn it this way? It's like, it's kind of working. If I'm looking at the right way, I can move left and right. But the second I look the wrong way, I can't move left and right at all. So there's something to do with my local movement or something. So yeah, I need to fix the strafing. The up and down seem to be working fine. I don't know if it's like different speeds at different angles. No, it's about the same speed at every angle. So the forward and backward motion works fine. It's the left and the right that's not working very well. So there's no control after I jump up in the air. That's kind of how I set this up. Alright, I'm on top of a box. I need to set all these jumping and crouching animations so I can walk. Alright, so walk works for sure, because all I'm doing is having the speed of the running. So walking works great. The digging, man, I wish the digging would work okay. Yeah, Keyard, I will answer your question in just a sec when you come back. Love that now I can just jump on the sphere. I'm king of the world. Yeah, the other thing is like there is no like limits to the force I'm using. I'm just if you're hitting forward, that's the speed you're expected to move. All right, let me fix the strafing because that's important. Okay, so right now, if I hit left and right, depending on the angle I'm turned, it will strafe or it won't strafe. So let's figure out why that is the case. If we go to first person, if we go to our movement, I kind of already know. I hope I already know. On movement. So transform. You see what's happening is I'm putting XY in here, but it really should be a Z. So somehow I got to convert this to a vector 3 the right way, where basically x is x, y is z, and y is 0. Something like that. So let's do that. Movement dot y. It takes a vector 3. I'm passing in a vector 2. So that's the problem. I hate to do this, but I'm just going to pass in a new vector 3. Movement dot x 0, movement dot y, and then basically that returns, oh gosh, that's going to return a vector 3. Yeah, we need to figure, this function's a little wonky. So here we go. We're going to say movement 3D. It's going to be a vector 3. Something like that. It's going to be new vector vector 3 movement x 0 movement y. So now that 2D vector is now a 3D vector. And let's say movement 3D is the whatever this thing is doing. And we can go ahead and move this back to movement 2D by saying movement dot shoot, what are we going to do? Movement dot x equals movement 3D dot x, and movement dot y equals movement 3D dot z or something. I feel like I can do this simpler, but my mind's not into it. Okay, yeah, man. So KeyArt says I've got another year of A-levels math, further maths, chem, and physics. My school doesn't offer coding courses, and then wanting to do aerospace engineering at university. It works with 3D modeling and also coding for systems, etc. Game production is a side hobby, really. Same here, except I'm not doing that whole aerospace engineering thing. What do I do for my actual job? Right now I work at a university, but I work in the records office or the registrar's office. You know, basically I'm converting all their like old paper processes into electronic processes. So I mean it's cool because I get to kind of do not very heavy coding, but I get to do a lot of like SQL and like database stuff. And I mean, does that relate to what I'm doing right now? Not really, but it's it's in the realm of what I'm doing right now. And I studied electrical engineering at the university. So yeah, man, good luck, best of luck. Aerospace engineering sounds amazing. 3D modeling and stuff and coding, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, and you can use that for games or aerospace or honestly any engineering. Uh, you can do, yeah, for like 3D modeling and stuff. It's not just for like aerospace engineering, like electrical, mechanical, civil. Like they all use that like 3D modeling. Um, so like in most engineering firms, you'll have like drafters, uh, you'll have engineers, and you'll have project managers, and they kind of all three of them work together to like, make things work. For refineries or building stuff. So yeah, man, I think that's awesome. I think you kind of having that 3D knowledge sets you apart from a lot of different engineers because like many engineers like have basic understanding of 3D modeling, but like if you're doing it as a side project or something else for like games and stuff, I think you get a better understanding of like what each thing is, like the vertices and the edges and like I don't know, I feel like you get kind of a different perspective of 3D. Anyway, good luck, dude. Uh All right, so what I tried to do is I did a 3D vector instead of a 2D vertex. So hopefully when I go to first person mode and go left, uh, no, it's still all dependent on which angle I'm doing. Let me see the animator too. What are you saying? If I go to animator, go here. If I say left, oh, you're changing the horizontal and the vertical when I hit left and right. Interesting. Oh, this is weird, right? It should be 0. Yeah, something weird is happening. You know what? I don't think I'm going to do any of you guys. What would happen if I don't do any of that code? Will you still work? Tab. Let me get into that blend tree. Alright, here we go. Tab. Oh, get into that blend tree. Tab. Oh, I can't stay in that blend tree. That's okay. Ah, tab. Okay, I'm in first person mode. We'll just have to look at the top left. Forward, backwards, left, right. Oh yeah, so I'm doing all these extra calculations for no good reason. Excuse me. Yeah, sure. So this works fine. Yep, I'm happy. Forward, right, left, jumping around, jumping through my level, but more importantly, I can dig in the sand. But it's all sorts of I just don't know. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm just gonna have to have a button where basically I go to move around mode or dig mode, because I think it's a lot easier just to dig, maybe from like a top-down perspective almost. So we're gonna have first person, third person, and then top down. Okay. All right. What else am I thinking? There's a few things that are still kind of weird. Like if I'm looking to the right, I tab and I go here, I'm looking up. If I go down here, tab, I'm still looking up. But then if I turn here, now I'm gonna be looking to the right always. So this, whatever direction I'm looking at here, I mean, it's good that it turns it there, but it keeps it there. Even if I move here, it keeps them looking that way. So I need to change that. So cool. I like this little like hybrid, like first person kind of. It feels good. Like I feel like I can travel this world in two different ways. I can see my sandcastles. I can ooh, I have sand. I can add a little more. Like add some stuff here. Go here. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna rely on animation to move around, just because if I'm gonna be doing very like fine-tuned stuff like building a sandcastle, the animation is jerky. Like it's more for like realistic, like hey, you're jogging around and you're gonna like shoot stuff. But I think just for like building, this is not an intuitive interface. Doesn't feel like this would be a good way to build a sandcastle, especially like the way I'm moving my mouse around. I just don't feel that's the best way. So there's definitely got to be a different mode for sandcastles. Not, I thought it was going to be first person, but I am completely wrong. First person is not going to cut it. But I'll keep it. Like I'll keep these controls in case I need them later. Cool. That was enjoyable. And it's a cool way to see the sandcastles. Although it kind of sucks for building them, I like able to see my sandcastles this way. Or if I just want to do it this way, kind of a world view. I kind of get like an RPG sense. Like I feel like, hey, I'm traveling the world. Oh, I'm about to battle something. First person mode. Boom, 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 boom. And then once you kill the enemy, back to third person. Like that's kind of the feeling I'm getting as I designed this. Anyway, pretty good. It's been almost about an hour. Okay, so I'm getting first person just about done. Um, I definitely have some bugs to fix. I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was trying to do too much. Alright, so let's delete all these code. Uh, yeah, right now I'm not worried about any of this. Yeah, all this normal stuff. Probably very important. Just can't worry my little head about it right now. Let's get the jumping animation working though. Um, so I got these values, and so if I'm in first person, oops, I hit jump. You're definitely, yeah, you're definitely working. I just need to make you do something. So I kind of need to do something like this. Airborne and crouching. I wonder if I can kind of steal you guys. Can I? Like if I take E3, can I copy you? And then jump over to first person controller. And let me get out of this play mode. First person controller. Can I paste you? And then instead of, all you're checking for is ground it, right? Well, better yet, I can just make my own. Create state. Are you another blend tree? No, you're just oh yeah, you are a blend tree. Crazy. I don't need all of you guys. I just need the jump. Um, Jeez, this is complicated. Okay. Um, Good to know that you're complicated, but I am not gonna use all you guys. Base layer. Base layer. Alright, let's do make a transition, and we'll make a transition like this. Let's just copy it. On ground equals false. So that's pretty nice. All we're going to say is on ground equals false. Awesome. And then how do you go back? On ground equals true and greater than is -2. Okay, that's cool. Let's do that. On ground is true and jump is like -2. Jump is less than and equal to? Greater than -2. Okay. Is that right? I don't know. I guess that means you're not falling. Oh, basically you're hitting the ground, but you're not hitting it that hard. Basically, kind of like jump up on a platform. You don't have to like crouch when you hit the ground. I bet when you're airborne and you fall, it's less than -2. Yeah, that makes sense. I like it. That's very cool. All right, let's make some transitions. All right, I'm guessing you go from crouching to airborne almost never, but basically on ground equals false. Oh yeah, I guess if you're crouching and you fall off a ledge, but it won't let you actually jump, so okay. Makes sense to me. On ground equals false. Let me see if I remember this one. You're going to crouch if you are on ground equals true, and your jump is less than -2. Did I hit it? Did I get it? True, less than -2. True, less than -2. Awesome. So we're done with airborne, so I'm going to delete that here. I hope that's right. Okay. Um, Crouching, I guess, is crouching is true. Crouch is true, yeah. Make transition. Crouch is true. Crouch is true. And crouch is false. Great. That's an easy transition. One I can appreciate. Alright, so crouch equals false. Nice. Delete. Delete. Let's start naming these something better, like ground it. And you can be airborne just without the 0 and crouching without the 0. Cool. So that's our first person stuff. Hopefully now it all works. Yep, tab. Tab again. Let me get to the scene view just so we can make sure our player is doing what we're telling it to do. Focus, focus, focus. Yep. Alright, so here we go. This is our player. Tab. Here we go. This is him looking around. Strafing left, strafing right, forward, backwards, walking forward, walking backwards, strafing left, strafing right, and then crouch is not working. Control, what's the other one? Jump is not really working. So let's figure why those things aren't working. Curious indeed. Let's go to this mode, jump. So we're definitely not on the ground anymore for a bit. You can see that. Oh, I wonder if I don't have these options set. Is this the third person or the first person one? Look, third person, if I click these transitions, has exit time is unchecked. I wonder if that's true for the first person. Yeah, I gotta uncheck all of those. Uncheck, uncheck. Because it's really only checking at certain times. But we really want it to happen at any time. That's the only problem with this. Let's try that out again. Let me just get out into the emptiness here. Okay, space. I can't really tell what's going on. Oh, because I'm not using the right, there we go. So here we go, so jump. Yeah, airborne, crouch, bam. Airborne, crouch, then ground it. Airborne, crouch, then ground it. Left, right, what if I'm crouching? Yep, crouching now. I don't really have any movement though, for some reason. I gotta look into the crouching blend tree. Alright, cool. Let me look at the scene view. So jump. His crouch is so slow. Crouch. Crouch. And then I crouch. But he doesn't move when he's crouching. Alright. Good enough though. Let's go look at the first person controller again. I'm thinking about some stuff, like what values are you using? You have turn and forward. I'm gonna change that to I don't know, strafe, I guess. Yeah, I know it's gonna be stupid, but what I'm gonna do is idle's okay. Um, what's this say? Mirror animation? I don't need to mirror any of this, but I do want to subtract some of this out. So all we got is idle, right? So I'm gonna add one motion field. Um, and we need to just add 4, honestly. I wonder if I can like duplicate it. This is gonna be crouch walk. Yep. Let's just add this motion field 4 times. And I'm going to see if I can just... Gosh, I wish I could just copy it a couple times, but I can't. Alright, where's our crouch walk? I'm going to do this 4 times, believe it or not. Crouch walk, crouch walk. I don't care. He doesn't really have a strafe crouch thing, so I'm not going to worry about it. So you are here. Oops. You're going to be 0, 0 here. You're going to be -1. So you should get a cross after this once I'm done here. And the parameters are going to be... Those are not our parameters. Oh my gosh, are we editing the third person one? Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Undo, 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 undo. Yeah, I gotta be careful what I'm doing there. Alright, I think I saved it. Need to go to the first person controller, crouching. Let's just add a motion field. And you're gonna be... Got 0... You got 1, 1. Alright, here we go. Speed. I don't know. I feel that's good enough. I might change it to 1 later. There we go. We got our cross. Now we just want the animation. Humanoid crouch walk. I'm just put on everybody. 1, 2, 3. Messed up. 4. There's 5, but there's only 4. Okay. So if I hit play, it's him moving forward, it's him moving backwards, moving to the left. Oh, I wonder if I can mirror the backwards one. No, the mirror doesn't do anything. What if I did -1? Nice. Alright, so at least that works. 1, -1. Now if there's only a way to change the direction, right? We don't have to. Oh, is that the key? We don't have to do this left one and the right one? Because... Alright, I know this is silly, but you can't strafe and crouch. Sorry. Not until I get some animations to do that. So we definitely got... This is vertical. No, that should be this should be horizontal. This is vertical. Alright, let's see what happens. Yep, I think it's working. There's only one real way to find out though. Alright, tab, control, yep, I'm crouching. Yep, I can only move in the front, forward, and backwards direction, so it is kinda doing as it said it would. But I don't have a strafe animation while I'm crouching. But I can turn and kinda move. Sneakily. Whoa, his leg gets wobbly. Sneak up on this box. Boo! Alright. So, yeah, that crouch animation's so slow it's painful. So how can I fix that? I think that's all on the animation controller transition. So if I do this, check out the transition. You say speed or something. Can you do something like that? Or just the length of time is, let's see. You are literally, hit play on this transition. Yeah, like it's so fast, right? Yeah, I don't, but then if I go to the first person, this transition. Oh, um, I gotta kind of move airborne or something. Or move this whole thing over. No, I don't know. What am I doing wrong? Is there like a... I lost a preview. How do I set like the speed? Or I guess that's what I'm kind of confused of. This whole thing. Blend tree parameters. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting. Um, just if I go to first person mode. I guess the smaller I make this, the faster he goes to his crouch motion and back up. Let's see. I made it like half, so hopefully. Yeah. Whoa. What's happening? I like when I fall back. Hmm. Yeah, there's stuff to tweak. But I think right now I've spent like an hour and 15 minutes. I think I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be back a little later. But it's looking good. I mean, we got first person kind of going. We're gonna do like one more first person session and I'll be done. And the next first person session is us just cleaning up the nuances. But let me go ahead and document them because I'm gonna forget if I don't. So this was episode 24. We totally didn't do that yet. That's still future stuff. Um, move in first person. Done. Episode 25. We're going to fix nuances in first person. Animator stuff, the motion not correct. There's something else. Rotation of camera, player, switching between modes, and I think stuff like that. So okay, fix that. That should be good. Alright, I think I'll leave it like that. I'll continue to use this crappy webcam, but that's okay because it's powered by USB instead of a battery, so it'll last forever until I can get my AC adapter for my DSLR camera. Okay, that's cool. What I'm gonna do, because I haven't done this in a while, is I'm gonna build this. It's been a long time since I built something, and then I'm gonna commit it to the Git server, and I kind of gotta enable it again. The cloud server said, "Hey, you haven't built in a couple weeks. We're gonna go ahead and just disable the cloud build." So while that's kind of loading, I'll do that right now. So I think that was cloud or build.cloud@unity3d.com. Yep, sign in, please. That looks like my junk. And start new builds, please. Okay, yes, sure, why not? Please make it fantastic. Make it a little bigger too, like that. Was that too big? Yeah, maybe so. I'll make it smaller next time. Alright, here we go. A nice fresh build of the game. Looking good. You can walk over these little ledges. I don't know how this is going to work on a mobile platform. I mean, I'll build it and we'll see. Alright, and then if we go to first person, I can use my mouse. I gotta hide the mouse too. I guess I haven't done that yet. But now I can kind of move around, jump around. Cool. It feels very choppy, or just because it's all the animations really. So yeah, anyway. Oh, and I can dig in the sand, right? I can kind of dig up in here, collect sand. You see my sand counter on the top right, collecting. So that's good. And then I can place sand. But like I said, man, first person, this is way too like choppy and wonky. I don't like it. Not one bit. And oh, yep, and that's my third person camera controls right there. Alright, that's everything I got. I think this is now working again. Alright, cool, that's back and running. I don't know if it's building something new. I should have waited till I committed my Git. Let's do a source tree. It's been a long time since I committed a Git, so I'm gonna do that before I leave. Gosh, the 22nd of, no, that's right now. The 10th of August. It's been 12 days since I've committed something, so that's ridiculous. Never a good idea. But how do I view the files? I definitely see the log and everything. Working copy, master. Yeah. How about just the files? That's what I'm kind of new to. Oh, it's all down here, I guess. So okay, editor, that seems fine. What don't I need? Readme, update it, scene, update it. These scripts are added or updated. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, the standard asset character stuff. I don't need any of that. Standard assets character stuff. Oh, is that it? Can I like show and explore? Oh gosh, it opens up a single thing for each one. Just show me this one right now. Show and explore. Bring that over. I really don't want the standard assets right now, so I'm going to delete the standard assets. There should be a meta file. Let's go back to Unity. That standard asset should disappear. Okay. Yeah, I didn't need those standard assets. So if I go back here, can I refresh or something? F5. Here we go. You should be gone. Yeah, you can't show me and explore because you're gone. Let me just close. Wait, let's see. I was hoping there'd be a way to refresh anything. Refresh, please. Here we go. This is kind of the area I really wanted to see. The working copy. Alright, so all those modified files, this is fine, that's fine, that's fine. This is why you don't wait 12 days to make a commit, because you got so much crap for so many days. Oh, I guess these were there in the last commit, and they're not here this commit. So yeah, let's get this working right. I say stage these for sure. Add. Yeah, these deletions totally add to. I know you said you had a cool Control Shift Plus. Yeah, that seems good. Well, isn't that what we're doing? Remove. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Bobby character FBX, I like it. Totally want to get that one. Base 1 FBX. Oh wait, these are in the 3ds Max folder. Do I want those? Yeah, I guess so. Wait, where are you coming from? You just keep showing me a new file every time I click you. I guess you're not sorted the way I want you to be sorted. Sort by... Oh my gosh, this thing's running really slow, and I don't know why. How's my CPU doing? Yeah, 100% like always. Oh, are you having that same problem, Keyard? You keep talking about your Chrome crashing and everything. I think I'm having that same problem where like Flash is crashing on me, uh, especially on a laptop. I don't know if you're on a laptop or a desktop. My desktop one doesn't really have much problems, but on my laptop, when I come back from sleep mode, like my Chrome acts all funky, like it won't play videos, and just all sorts of weird stuff is happening. So I wonder if you're having that same issue. It'll make me feel better at least. Do this alphabetically. Oh, it's a desktop? Then, yeah, I don't know. Import scene assets. Yeah, all that seems fine. All those new max files, yeah. Physics material. I might delete that, the physics material. So if I go to my main assets area, there's this physics material, I'm going to delete it. And if I go to terrain, you should have no physics material. Okay, save that. Cool. I'm going to close this out too. Alright. So you shouldn't have the physics material anymore. Okay. Bobby character in the models is good. The materials for Bobby character is fine. And the materials for hair and everything are good. Yeah, let's add all of that. Alright, this mocap data stuff I'm not going to grab. I think all the animations I wanted I stuck into the animations folder, so I'm okay there. And all this scripts and stuff, absolutely. Yeah, the raw mocap data I'm going to leave off. I hope that's okay. What? There's more? Yeah, see, all these animations are good. So the raw cap meta I don't need, and the animations and all this, anything in raw mocap I don't need. Alright, so that's good. I feel this is good. Let me go back to the branches. Okay. Alright, I think I'll leave it as is right here. So if I go to working copy, these are my stage changes. Let me just see what I did. Alright, I did a whole bunch of 3D Studio Max stuff. That's cool. The README has some changes. Copied over some animations, made some controllers. Bobby character with his materials. Deleted some stuff. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to say on this commit message, but here we go. Did work in 3ds Max / Mudbox for the last week. Didn't really make any commits, and then worked on some scripts for first person controller. Oh, so Internet Explorer is working fine? Yeah, yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it's like an extension or something. What's really going to bother me about Chrome is they need to figure out a solution for Unity Web Player on Chrome, because like it's kind of sad that you can't play all the demos in Chrome and everything. Alright, and then, I mean, you can play the demos on Chrome, but you got to enable the npappy or whatever. And yeah, so Chrome Flash problem, yeah, probably so. And then worked on some scripts for first-person controller movement. We'll start to make more commits and sends later. I hope. Alright, so yeah, that sounds all good. Let's commit that. Oh, apparently it doesn't remember who I am anymore. So we gotta tell it who we are. How do I do that? I wonder if there's a way to tell it in here. Yes, awesome. My name, ETdoFresh. My email, etdofresh@gmail.com. Okay. Oh, really? Shift escape to get a mini task manager. Didn't know that. Show full output, please. Let's see. If I go to here, shift escape. Oh, cute. A little task manager. I'll remember that, especially on my laptop, because it gives me problems. So I'm probably uploading a lot of stuff. I guess if my network might be shooting up, and maybe my stream might be slowing down. We'll see. Oh, I see I didn't start my timer, so I've been at 0 minutes this entire time. So next time, remember, start your timer. But I can tell you I've been on 1 hour and 29 minutes. I wonder if I should just use that timer instead of that timer. It's just kind of slower. I like the speed of the other stopwatch I have. Okay, cool. So that is all committed. And so now if I look at my branches, we can see my last commit was 22nd of August at 4:16, and it's me at Gmail. And then I have my comments and everything, and it's all there, beautiful. I even see that I added files, modified, and deleted files. Cool. I need to do that much more often before I leave these streams. Okay, everybody, that's it for me for now. I might do one more stream later tonight, But it's been great. I'm getting some progress done. I'm learning that first person is not the way to go to actually make the sandcastles. So I need to figure out a good interface to modify the sandcastles. I'm almost to the point where I think we're just gonna need like you know what I'm thinking? If you played SimCity, Tropico, like even The Simpsons Tapped Out, or those kind of like building games, Clash of Clans, it's all kind of that like three-fourths view, and you're just placing buildings from a top. Might have to do something like that for the sandcastle building module as well, because the first person just not cutting it, not cutting it one bit. So kind of a overhead view, but I guess kind of mini, right? Because you don't want right now the overhead view is the character moving around, but then you want to zoom way in, and then the overhead view is just going to be this little area you build in the sand. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting on what I'm going to try to do next. Um, okay, but I will still finish this first-person controller, just get the nuances out, and then we'll start talking about the next kind of interface we'll be implementing. Yep. I'm just blabbing now, so I'm gonna go. Bye, y'all. Follow me on Twitch at ETdoFresh, or you can view this video and all the other ones I've done in the past at YouTube/ETdoFresh. There's a playlist of Season 1 ETdoFresh Unity3d. Bye, everybody. Yep, bye. Bye, Keyard, man. It was great having you on here, and I'll see you later.